I'm Sync.
And I'm Echo.
And we are back once again playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. In the last episode, we finished up day 3 in trial ladder and proved that
It's a handprint.
that there was a handprint on the locker that couldn't have been there during the supposed incident
Recorded on the tape.
We proved that Marshall was the guy in the evidence room and that he was impersonating Goodman to get files that were actually stolen before he got there. In this episode, we're going to continue our investigation on day 3 for our trial. Our last trial. That will be tomorrow. But in the meantime, let's find that evidence.
My question is, if all the evidence was stolen, why was the glove and the vase there?
The vase... That's a good question. The glove was probably used to keep it open.
Yeah, the glove was used to keep it open, as we
found out.
We speculated, and it makes sense because it's a conductor or insulator, whatever.
Yeah.
But the vase though, it was scattered on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know.
That's kind of odd.
That's kind of odd. And Meekins was collapsed on the floor, and only came out with his hand hurt.
Right. All right.
Answer to these and more.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry for what my sister said. Oh yeah, that forging evidence.
Yeah, forging evidence.
And there's the
That was rough.
Drastic crime require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to in order for him to get the verdict he deserved.
Heavy stuff.
Yeah. I didn't know. I never knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for the Joe Dark killings.
Sounds like everyone's heard about these killings but me.
Do you just not read the news, Phoenix?
I think that's an ongoing joke in the series, that he's not up to date with information.
I mean, you don't know the chief prosecutor, you don't know the chief of police, you don't know about any of these killings.
Yeah.
That happened in your adult life.
Steel Samurai, a whole bunch of other cases in the future games.
Trading cards.
Yeah.
Lana wanted Dark committed so badly that she used me. That's why she used me. She used what happened to me. What happened to you?
What do you mean, what happened to you?
It's all there in the file. Joe's last victim was Prosecutor Neil Marshall. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence.
But what did you have to do with those killings, Emma?
On the night Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Dark tried to kill me. Oh.
What? He tried to kill you?
Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me.
So that means you...
Yes. I was a witness in the Joe Dark trial.
I didn't see that one coming.
That explains why she had to testify. Then why she is a witness. No, I mean, even if you... Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, just...
It happened 2 years ago. It was right about this time of the year, too. Now that I think about it, he did leave one. He did leave one evidence. Emma. Who he tried to kill. But why was her testimony not enough? Just wondering. But let's see. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day, unusual for the season. I was alone in my sister's office. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. Then suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office.
Joe Dark.
Still the face of a serial killer.
Yeah.
It seemed like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. Whoa. I didn't know what was going on. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up. Oh, yeah, right. The other one.
Jake Marshall's brother.
Joe Dark tried to take me hostage. But before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. Then...
What happened?
I'll never forget it. Lightning struck and the lights went out. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. When I saw it, it burned a permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now.
A permanent picture?
I don't remember the moment when Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall.
So you weren't able to testify about that?
No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. That must be why she made up the crime. Made up?
Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence?
The prosecutor's office wanted that guilty verdict so badly. Lana forged the evidence and Mr. Edward used it.
Edgeworth?
We know Edward was the prosecutor.
Right, yeah.
Yes, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about it, as proven in court.
Yeah.
He couldn't have known he was being given false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edward, I mean. It's all my fault. Oh. If I could have just testified properly, none of this could have happened. I mean, he attacked you, and sure, it was dark during then, but you were still there.
Right.
You can't, like, I don't know, fake not that happening.
Right. So it's true, even though he may not have known it. Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence.
I think in this case, he was the victim.
Right, he was the victim.
He was a scapegoat because even though he was involved, it was not of his knowledge.
Yeah.
He used the evidence without knowing it was falsified.
Right.
After that case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold like she is today.
She must have not been able to face up to what she did, especially not to Emma.
Permanent picture.
What did you see at the instant of the crime occurred?
Dart knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife.
Neil Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl.
I can't believe you did not, came to that conclusion.
No, I mean, they did, but, you know.
He's out to say
Yeah.
it. I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently, I passed out. When I came to, Lana was cradling me in her arms.
Poor Emma. You've been through so much.
I couldn't bring myself to testify about that incident. I tried, but the words just couldn't come out. I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good.
2 years ago. You must have been 14. That's understandable.
A picture? Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided that when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator. Oh, so that's what sparked it. She looked like she was wearing a lab coat in the flashback, just saying. I wanted to be able to fight crimes with my testimonies. And find the evidence to make an airtight case. That way, Lana could never have to forge it.
I see. I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. But there's still something that bothers me about that crime. There's something that's puzzling me, Emma.
What is it?
You said you were in Lana's office at the time, right?
That's right.
Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor.
Oh, there's no mystery there. Joe Dark has been taken in for questioning that day.
Taken in for questioning? You mean by the police?
Of course. This happened at the police department. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office.
But why did he run all the way over to your sister's office?
Because the detective offices and the questioning room are right across the elevator.
Across from the elevator? But Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she?
Back then, who knows? No, silly. Didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. Oh. This was a very sudden change in things.
Yeah.
She was the best in the entire force.
What? This is news to me.
But she still studied law school.
Yeah.
After the Joe Dark case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor. Huh. But she wasn't a detective on the force for Joe Dark.
Right.
But she was
a detective.
She was a detective
on the police force.
On the court. But no, it said that she was also part of it. She was an investigator.
Investigator, yeah.
They explained why she was an investigator along with Demon Grant.
Yeah.
I was like, chief prosecutor doesn't do any investigation, does they? Apparently, yes. Yeah. But she was also a witness because she found Emma.
Emma, yeah. Lana used to be a detective. I better have another talk with her.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, detention center we go then.
If she's there. No, wait. There's why did it take me too long? They all had polices! Lana! Mr. Wright, it seems I keep causing you trouble.
Falsifying evidence. I didn't think you were the type.
I didn't think you were a detective back then. Criminals don't mind playing file. Why should we? But Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty. Believe me, I understand the risks.
Lana, Emma told me about you.
Oh.
About how you were a detective 2 years ago. And how the SL9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office.
That's right.
Could you fill me in on the details, especially about that unusual change in jobs?
I suppose you have a right to know, Mr. Wright.
Alright.
Okay, talk to me. Okay, but we can talk about today's trial.
A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today, not at least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago.
Evidence from that case was stolen. I expected as much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshal can be. That trial, it really wasn't fair, was it? I believed in you, Lana. I believed in that no matter what happened, you always stick to the truth. It couldn't be helped, Emma. At that trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul. Oh.
Well, all drama aside, the fact of the matter is, at 5:15, there was no murder at the police department.
Tell me it's not true, Lana, what the witness, Miss Starr, said about you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife. Lana, I don't understand. Why don't you tell us? Emma, this doesn't just involve just me.
I don't think I've ever seen Lana look so phased before.
It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago. She was amazing. Oh. Hello. They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Grant cracked together. Oh, so they were together, or partners.
Chief Grant?
Then he was vice head of criminal affairs, but he still worked the crime scenes. Damon Gant. He was everything I aspired to be. They were the best team ever. They solved cases prior before the reports even could be filed.
Emma really idolizes her big sister. But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened?
I always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was to gain experience investigating crime scenes so you could later use that experience in court. Gant's help in the SL9 case was critical at its resolution. After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office.
Maybe I should ask more about this investigation of theirs 2 years ago.
2 years ago, I was second in command of the detective investigating Dark.
Second in command? That means chief detective was no doubt Damon Grant.
Yes, Detective Gant and I shared the same office and same investigations.
They even had the same office.
We led a team of the best detectives on the force. Detective Goodman, whose case it was, Chief Marshal, and Angel Starr. It was the first time Marshal worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho. Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when the last murder took place.
When he tried to murder Emma.
Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Dark. You see, the first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me.
Now you tell us.
Detective Gant and Prosecutor Marshall was the ones questioning Dark that day. The investigation was in its final stages when Dark must have panicked. He waited until Gant and Marshall let their guards down and fled the room. From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Detective Gant and myself. That's where he found me.
So you were the first person to run into the scene, Lana?
It appears so. I was filing some paper while Gant and Marshall was questioning Dark. When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor and smelled blood.
3 bodies? Prosecutor Marshall, the victim, Emma, who had passed out.
And the suspect, Joe Dark. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Joe Dark had incurred a minor concussion and lay unconscious.
What did you do?
To be honest, I panicked. I picked Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her.
I can't blame her. After all, her sister must have gone through.
After that, I placed Dark under immediate arrest.
Let me guess. Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident.
That's right. Quite a coincidence,
I don't buy it.
But what are you saying?
There's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident. Just by chance.
But that case was solved 2 years ago.
At least one person went to extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved.
Officer Marshall. Yes, his action came as a surprise to me as well. Ever since his brother died, he changed completely. I guess he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Dark. Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories.
That case just might not be over yet. Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right?
Yes, in the office that Damon Gant and I shared. The office that Mr. Gant now occupies by himself, the chief's office.
Maybe we should have a look at the chief's office, the site of the final SL9 murder. Alright.
Alright, two criminals affairs. Not criminal affairs.
Yeah, criminal affairs.
Okay. Alright, he was chief of criminals affairs, right? No. Yes. Chief of detectives, whatever.
I don't see Detective Gumshoe anywhere.
Things just seems kind of quiet around here today.
You're right. The head of department seems the same though.
Why don't we look for some other people to talk to?
Right. We can come back here later.
So not here. Okay, so the police department. Oh. Hello.
Howdy, Bambina.
Oh, Mr. Marshall.
Never thought things turned out this way when I woke up this morning.
So what's your punishment?
Sira, I apologize. You never know what life will lead you to, eh, Bambina? I should have known my luck had run out the time old Billy dried up this morning.
Billy?
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 Must be his pet cactus. Oh, okay, right. Say, where are you headed? Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance, but we all know I won't be making a comeback. Sorry, but you can't go into the evidence room today, partner.
But, Mr. Marshall, why did you do it?
Why do prospectors head west? If ever there was a case I needed to know the truth about, it was that one. Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened? Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today.
Alright, let's talk.
Let's talk, dude.
Start trial, please.
Someone was fishy about that trial from the beginning. It wasn't just me either. All detectives thought so. What do you mean, fishy? Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon. Murder weapon? You mean this switchblade knife with the broken tip? That was Joe Dark's, alright. But the initial autopsy report, a question was raised.
A question?
The blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound the victim sustained.
Oh, it's a different knife.
What do you mean? What does that mean? It means there's a good chance that knife was not the murder weapon.
Wait, in the initial autopsy with the other victims, you mean?
No, I think the initial autopsy for his brother. However, in the report, it was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased. Could the facts have been concealed with forged evidence? Remember, because the serial killer hadn't left any clues before the SL9 incident. He didn't leave any other clues about...
Oh, so the knife is the clue.
The knife is the clue, and it pertains to the night he attacked Emma.
Okay. I'm thinking about also the other bodies they found for the killing, you know? Because they would also have, like, the stab wounds.
Right.
Like, evidence there, and they can still, compare this knife compared to the stab wounds to the other
Sure.
ones.
That case left behind scars on all of us.
The scars that the SL9 incident left behind.
I got the looks, but he got the brains. He was one of the best prosecutors around.
Also Wild West.
Yeah. I had just made detective when he went down. When it went down, yeah. It was our first case together.
How old was he, your brother?
He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor that very day. The highest honor? You don't mean... King of Prosecutors. Not that again. What are you looking at me like that for? That's an honor for prosecutors. Mr. Marshall must have been really close with his brother.
The day the SL9 incident took place, that wasn't the same day as...
That's right. It was the day of the evidence transferal.
Again?
Mm-hmm. Interesting. It was drizzling that morning. With the nightfall there was thunder. I can't believe 2 years have gone by already.
I can't believe Phoenix has never heard of this.
I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die. Apparently someone tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered, and the evidence locker was empty.
But we all know Goodman had to open the locker beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
Before he died, because it only opened with his hand. And he still has his hand, so it wasn't cut off.
Right. That would have made this game an M-rated game. There was something going on behind the scenes of that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. Miss Star was fired and I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room. What about Detective Goodman? If they did something to him too, the commissioners would get suspicious. No, they were careful enough not to be too obvious. They.
Who are you talking about?
Don't get upset, Bambina. I mean Damon Gant, and Lana Sky. Chief Detective Damon Gant and his second in command, Lana Sky. There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duo. That case was the biggest step in both their careers.
He doesn't have his current title.
No, because he wasn't chief of the police.
Yeah, but doesn't it mean that he couldn't have his current tie?
I mean, he has a tie on. He just put another on once he became chief of police.
Okay, I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah. After the case ended, Lana was transferred to the prosecutor's office, right? Yeah. Damon Gant. Sorry, it's something I always had in my head. The new chief of police arranged for that to happen. She's never been the same since she left. Everyone who knew her said so. Chief Prosecutor Sky was totally different when she was a detective. Now he mentions it, Emma did say something like that too.
Tell me, what happened to my sister?
Sorry, Bambina, but her secret is too well guarded. I never found out. Lana's secret. It all started 2 years ago.
She did say the case is not just her.
So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it, partner? It was certainly enlightening. There's one thing for sure I found out in court today.
Forged evidence?
That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy.
Ah.
He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. But someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone is Damon Gant.
Oh.
Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman after today.
What?
You
You threw away the cat!
Yeah. Too bad I won't be around to work with you. When you become a real scientific investigator. Adios, Bambina. Alright.
Okay.
Let's head back over to the Criminal Affairs Department. Real quick, I want to point out, Joy digs her head into my arm, and so she blocks out any of the light coming down from the room. She's just like, I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping. It's just super cute. Alright, back to the Criminal Affairs Department. This place is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted.
That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes. Or everyone is taking the day off.
Yeah. Or if you're looking for the others, they're all in the sorry. Oh, if you're looking for all the others, they're all in the conference room.
Or that.
Thanks. Wow, he actually talked to us.
Wow.
With the chief prosecutor saying that what she did and the decision about what to do. About Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention our statement to the media and tomorrow's trial. There's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together.
I know those chaos.
Yeah. It's called Black Friday.
Not only that, but like just shopping for stuff for those holidays is so awful.
Yeah.
I had to check out people and it was horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, don't work retail for Thanksgiving, Christmas. It is a bitch. Unless you can handle it, then good for you. I could not.
Yeah. I think festive is the word usually used for those.
Sir, we'd like to have a look around Chief Gant's office.
Just head across the hall to the other building and take the elevator to the top floor.
Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything.
Hey, you're right. You can't go in there. It's off limits.
Oh my gosh.
Good job, Emma. Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm.
I mean, I'd be surprised too, to be fair. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office. And we do it anyway.
As you say that out loud.
Well, what is he going to do? Get out of his chair? Huh?
All right, chief's office.